What are you supposed to do when you see something like this? A Chinese guy's TikToks went viral and people realized he responds to all comments with, "Because he doesn't speak any English. All my family burnt to death in a house fire." A Hong Kong gangster once kidnapped the son of Asia's richest man and extracted a $130 million ransom for him. The gangster later telephoned the tycoon father and asked for advice on how to invest it. Splash splash splash. Ha. Duck you. Shark. Sploosh. Yes please. Splurt. Happy Shark Week. Number 3. Puma's latest trainers go viral as they look like a Dolph Hodler. Puma's latest trainers go viral as they look like a Dolph Hodler. These are for when you really want to finish a race. When Pinocchio has been roasting you, but his nose hasn't moved at all. I'm about to get kicked out of this supermarket. My honey ace could not work in a nursing home. You old but I know that nuts still work on the buy wrap. I'm not that good at math, but limit 3 bread items per customer. For $5. One day, her daughter Billy Lord came home crying from school. Fisher was in the kitchen making sandwiches and Lord said, "All the boys at school say they master better you in Star Wars." "Hey, Dad, the mailman dropped this off." "Thank you, son." "What's it say, Dad?" "DNA test. Call me Jim." Xbox. It doesn't matter whether you prefer single player or multiplayer games, it just matters that you're having fun. Videos. Funny, we say the same thing. Watching YouTube on my dad's account, and I get this ad. It's in the middle of Maritime Horrors video. "I've watched nothing furry here. Meet me on furrymate.com." New York Post. A man who claims to have the world's biggest pens has stunned breakfast TV hosts by showing them an explicit picture live on air. According to New York actor Jonah Falcon, his pens measures 13.5 inches when erect and has an 8-inch diameter. For some reason, having 13 plus inches means I'm a bad person, or I'm egotistical, or I'm a porn star, or I'm dumb, or I'm a sea-lot, he told Britain's This Morning hosts Philip and Josie. Also, I'm sick and tired of having people wanting me to measure it in front of them. I've done it 10,000 times. Enough already. I'm trapped on a balcony because my boyfriend's 85-year-old stepfather is watching porn on an 85 inches TV in the living room. My boyfriend and his mum are out shopping, and his stepfather thinks that I'm with them. I'm cowering on the lawn chair, so he won't see me. I'm so embarrassed. Update: I called my boyfriend. His mother then called the old man and said, "Please stop. She is on the balcony," and just hung up. Apparently she walked in on him doing the same thing yesterday on that gigantic SUV. My lord. Now the man knows that I know, which was the last thing I wanted to happen. After the phone call, I stayed at the balcony for 45 minutes more, so I didn't have to look him into the eyes. For your information, I'm a young East Asian female, and the fact that he was watching East Asian porn makes me feel even more embarrassed. He definitely searched for Asian porn. After he saw her earlier that day, I do the same thing. After I hang out with those Muslim girls at work. Why do so many mobile games want access to all photo galleries and camera on your phone? They want pictures of you on the toilet, so they can bulk mail you into writing good reviews about their product. Don't ask me how I know, cause all I know is that Candy Crush is a lifesaver during these hard times. Would recommend to a friend. White woman says she was pulled over in rural Michigan 5 times in 1 year and never given a ticket because cops mistook her bulk poodle for an African American man. The homeless man watching me walk into McDonald's after I said, "I have no money." Hey, Bob. I'm trying to meditate. I noticed that I've been somewhat aggressive lately. Yes, now that you mention it. Dubai is where sad rich people go. Happy rich people go to places like Hawaii and surf. Where do sad poor people go? To work. This asshole thought that, just because he was driving some fancy expensive vehicle, he could go as fast as he wanted and weave in between cars. So I got in front of him and slowed down to 10 miles per hour below the speed limit. LMRO. Ducking ambulances, I swear. Bubble tea company needs a better translator. I'm bubble tea. Snack my balls. When you're sitting in county jail and fart, and someone yells just my size. Daddy, won't Santa burn himself if he comes down the chimney? You're right, sweetie. Let's put the fire out. No, leave it on. You can't make a sentence without the letter A, Mario says. Despite this thinking, it is indeed possible to configure sentences without including the first letter of the English lexicon. Here is one more to further disprove your theory. Luigi says, duck you. So how old are you? Somewhere between 2 and Ed Sheeran. Me in real life. Boomer. Nowadays, there is nothing but rage influence. I'm glad I've grown up in the 70s. The 70s. Seriously, what are they celebrating? What if I told you the Flintstones isn't set in the Stone Age, but in the future after 2022, when humanity returned to the Stone Age? Neil deGrasse Tyson puts Jeff Bezos' net worth into a new perspective. If Jeff Bezos put all his money up his ace, he would need a really big ace. Hey man, can I talk to you about? I guess so. What about her? I've been talking with her a lot, and we've grown pretty close. I know you're her boyfriend and all, but I was gonna politely ask if you could break up with her. I just really feel a connection to her, and she would be happy with me. Girls after masturbating, calm and relaxed. Boys after masturbating, I sent all of them to their delt, and there is nothing to show for it. I just sent billions of potential people to their delt for a quick wank. They could have invented space travel, they could have explored the depths of the ocean, but instead they are inside of my cat. I didn't know what to get my wife for Christmas, so I checked her browser search history for ideas. She's gonna love it. What's the weirdest flex you have? I have donated over 15 gallons of blood, all at once. He never said it was his blood. I'm truly gutted after receiving devastating news today. It's been 7 years since my double mastectomy, and today I met with my plastic surgeon about breast reconstruction. He gave me the awful news that he cannot make my babs emit a clown horn sound when they are squeezed. Will trade a 2-year subscription of my OnlyFans for a nice lift that'll fit a 2012 Tahoe. No rough countries please. Will also do a meetup for some 24x16s chrome only. I'm trying to bowl for the gram and make it to some truck meets. My cash app is. My boyfriend also needs a lift for his round body Silverado. I'm willing to help him also. Girls when 10k people follow them on Instagram. Girls when 2 people follow them at night. In the late 1960s, British Columbia woodsman Francis Wharton shot a deer and used its teeth to make dentures for himself. Then he ate the deer with the deer's own teeth. License and registration, sir. 1 second, I got it right here. Pocket fentanyl. My girlfriend forgiving me after I caught her with another dude. Ellen Ripley in the movie Alien, 1979, was originally written to be a man. Director Ridley Scott changed his mind when he watched The Hunger Games, 2012, and realized that women can also be action movie leads. Sometimes all a person needs is that one missing piece. $1 billion. Likes red. Lives in a very cold place. Has a mustache. Has an naughty list. Liked red. Lived in a very cold place. Had a mustache. Had a naughty list. Meet Jordan Farley, the X Factor USA. She looks like the kind of girl who acts all sweet, then when gets criticism goes home and microwaves her hamster. I'll never forget when a boy in my high school chemistry class told me, "You'll never work at NASA," and laughed at me. That was the day I decided to do porn. My landlord said it just the leak from the machine. Wanna know the difference between a UFO and a woman driving? Turn your phone upside down. Me, I'm 45 but I have the body of a 19 years old. Hair, prove it. Me, opens freezer. Hair. Yes, dancing. I'd like to see you dance. Okay, but it's $50 extra. Best part of Thanksgiving is the walk with your cousins before dinner. The only day of the year I know I'm getting laid. Hey dad, can I have money for some coke? Sure. Is $60 enough? Dad, it's only $1.35. Wow, the price sure went down from when I was your age. Dad, Coca-Cola. Oh, that's what you mean. Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine actors make surprise children's hospital visit. Me and the boys paying on pregnancy test kits for fun, but they all turn out positive. Dad, the man whose smallest head my sister is under my bed. Annoying things that hit my car's windshield during summer. Sorry I forgot to text you last night. It's okay, your competitors didn't forget. If I wasn't supposed to grow up to want a sugar daddy, why did we base an entire holiday around a much older man bringing me presents for being a good girl? So should I sit on his lap until I get what I want, yes or no, society? Excuse me while I process that Macaulay Culkin is now older than Catherine O'Hara was when she played his mom in Home Alone. This asshole thought that just because he was driving some fancy expensive vehicle, he could go as fast as he wanted and weave in between cars. So got in front of him and slowed down to 10 miles per hour below the speed limit. LMAO. Ducking ambulances, I swear. This woman charges $480 an hour to help Gen Z and millennial workers overcome their fear of talking on the phone. Me, the frosty tooth I just hired across the street. My girl just got me a PS5, I'm so lucky to have her. My mom leaves poison bread in the kitchen. Me and the rat at 3 AM. Bill Cosby plans to tour in 2023. When I come out of this, I feel that I will be able to perform and be the Bill Cosby that my audience knows me to be, Cosby told Spears. Are you ignoring me because I'm Korean? You're Chinese. Oh, there's a difference? When she invites you over to her bedroom to build Legos, but there are not Legos, and she starts undressing. Liar. Ding dong. Trick or treat. Well, hello. Who do we have here? If you have to say you're an alpha male, you aren't an alpha male. After 102 children and 568 grandchildren, Musa Sahaya decides to stop. Orders his 12 wives to go on contraceptive pills. Notably, Sahaya and his family live in Lusaka in Uganda, where polygamy is legal. However, recently, owing to his poor economic condition, Musa's 2 wives have left him. Nice avatar. I mashed your updoot button. Very cringe. I mashed your downdoot button. I mashed your updoot button. I'm just nice like that. Quite wholesome. You have been relieved of the mashing of your downdoot button. I ruthlessly murdered a family of 6 in the winter of 1987. Mashed. What's the most down bad thing you ever did? Drew her in art class and beat to that drawing. We switched school IDs, and when I got home I started kissing her picture on the ID. Beat to her bitmoji. Took a picture of my cheeks and busted to it while imagining it was hers, since we have the same exact skin tone. People also ask, Why is it called Purgatory Falls? This park area is named for the local legend that says Satan cooked a pot of beans here. People are confused about the gentleman's intended order, so let me clarify. As a man of culture, he clearly expects his steak to be prepared well done, which is how Mother describes his performance. R/hol up. Tell me a joke about Sada. Here is a joke about a Sada, a term used to refer to a person of Sikh origin. Why couldn't the Sada dial the right number? Because he had dial a Sada. I hope this joke brings a smile to your face. Do you have any other questions? Tell me a joke about Jewish. It is not appropriate to make jokes that rely on stereotypes or prejudices about any particular. Me and my sister listen to this song every day, and once we get married and have kids, we will make our kids listen to it every day as well. Hol up. The Romanian pizza chain appearing in Andrew Tate's response video to Greta Thunberg was reportedly used as proof for Romanian authorities to confirm his presence in the country, leading to the arrest of him and his brother in a human trafficking probe. Man screaming at me outside Burger King. Something about go home and take care of things. Locked door and gave him thumbs up. Well, that's charming. Very. Just lock the door and drive off as fast as possible. I thought he was hilarious. He told me I'm not his friend as I walked in. It's Santa Crighead. Aaron Carter, $500,000. Singer Carter's tracks became famous among teenage audiences in the late 1990s. He is the brother of a Backstreet Boys band member called Nick Carter. Account name @Aaron Carter. Monthly subscription rate $20. Subscription bundles 35% off for 3 months. $29.25 total. Aaron Charles Carter's $20 monthly subscription fee accumulate to about $500,000 earnings per month. He is an African American rapper, singer, songwriter, actor, dancer, and record producer. Game show idea: 11 gay men and 1 straight man are locked in a house. The object for the gay men is to find out who isn't gay. Once a week someone gets outvoted until 2 are left, or the straight man is out. If the gays manage to outvote him, they win $1 million. If the straight man is among the 2 last people in the house in the end, he wins $1 million. Now here's the twist. None of the men are actually gay. They just all think they are the one straight man. Kick my ass to impress your girlfriend. Are you tired of your girlfriend thinking you're a ducking catty? Well, for just a small fee you can prove her wrong and show her how much of a bad ace you truly are. Just set up a time and location for me to come grass your girlfriend/significant other, and then bam, you come in and rock my shut. Weekdays $50. Weekends $60. Tigers have full size on the back of their ears to discourage predators from attacking them from behind. I'm slightly less terrified of tigers and 1,000 times more terrified of whatever the duck a tiger considers a predator. After seeing the Earth from the moon, Neil Armstrong said it changed his perception of humanity. Before there were arbitrary divisions and strife, but afterwards he only saw one people, all losers who hadn't been on the moon ever. What's the worst thing a woman has done on the first date? She literally asked what was their most expensive drink. The waiter met my eyes and the bro code kicked in. He just kept saying everything was out of stock. God bless him where he is now. I went back to give him a tip but he declined. Americans don't use the metric system. Me who takes a 9mm to school. My teacher told me I'd be no good at poetry due to my dyslexia, but so far I've made 3 jugs and a bass, so duck you Mr. McPherson. Do the people my daddy shoots go to heaven? They do if they haven't done anything wrong, so a lot of them, yes. If you think that Mexico is only sending drug dealers and rapists, but also worry that Mexicans are going to take your job, what the duck do you do for a living? Some little white girl, between 8 and 10, in Starbucks just looked up at me and said, "Whoa, a beautiful chocolate man." And her dad literally grabbed her arm and said, "Emily, what the duck is the matter with you?" Surprise visit to see my girl's apartment for the first time. 1. She already has the toilet seat up for me. 2. Turn on the TV, already on ESPN. 3. Look in the closet, a man so I can make a new friend. An accommodating queen. My son. One day you will understand and appreciate what I do for you today. Thanks, Dad. Throwback Thursday. That time my teacher's computer wasn't working, so she plugged the projector to one of the students' computers. Let's have Shreks. My 3-year-old asked how long he had to wait until he could stop listening to me. I told him he had to listen to me for the rest of his life. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "I'll listen to you for the rest of your life." Toddlers are cold-blooded, man. When I was 5, my dog passed away. God takes the good souls early, Grandma said. She's now a healthy 100-year-old. I find out on Fiverr.com you can buy 1,000 likes for $5. The only thing is that the likes come from the Middle East and they have Arabic names. So when I saw that my friend tweeted, "Excited for my flight to New York City," I immediately spent the best $5 of my life. My niece wants to know if she donates her hair to Locks of Love and the recipient of her hair commits a crime and leaves hair at the crime scene, will her DNA be found all over the crime scene and thus incriminate her? She's 12.